right, hey, how you doing? This is Eric from AHA, Americans Helping Americans, and AMP Live. Welcome to Saturday AMP Live training. Today we're going to talk about how to find leads in today's market, how to find leads in your own backyard, some free ways, not freeways that you drive on, but a few free different types of ways to find leads in online using these beautiful, lovely things right here, right? And that's, I won't get too much into that about what I feel about them, but it is what it is. It's a phone, laptop, iPad, desktop, doesn't matter. Go to a local library if you have to, or if you have one, then hey, you're good to go. So I'm going to show you about maybe 3 to 4 free methods. Then I'm going to share with you some paid methods to bring in some more leads using data or Facebook. And then obviously there's the third way, which is pay per click and paying for all that good stuff. And then some people do pay for leads as well. But that's a whole other thing. We're not going to get into that. I'll just share and tap into a little bit. This is going to be a way to find leads in your own area. I'm going to put it in the chat real quick and send it off towards the end. So if you watch this all the way through, there's going to be some, what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to share with you. And I'm actually going to do about 2 or 3. I'm going to copy and paste. And then I'm going to wait for those leads to come back. And later on, I'll share what they are. Are they sellers? Are they interested in selling? Because where we're going to go hunting these deals, we call it surfing for deals, which is kind of like driving for dollars, surfing for dollars, however you want to call it, in the comfort of your own home. Whether you're working out, I've done it while I'm on a treadmill, boom, boom, copy, paste, boom, boom, send it out. It's free. It takes a little bit of elbow grease. So you can either have excuses or results. Can't have both, right? But today we're gonna rock and roll a little bit of training today. I'm dressed down a little bit right now. We got some things going on throughout the United States of America with like some fixers and buy and hold, all kinds of stuff that's going on. We're hunting deals in Texas, Missouri, Ohio, Florida, Tennessee, and our own backyard here in Southern California. It's a beautiful, lovely day here in crazy Southern California. A lot of stuff is going on throughout the United States of America. New administration is kicking ass and doing what they're doing, keeping their promises of making America great again. And that's what AHA is about. When it started back in probably coming out of the last crash, rebranded with AHA, Americans Helping Americans, one American at a time, one property at a time, one family at a time, doing our part to get America back on track, together with you and others across the United States of America. And AMP Live, the American Mentee Program, that's the only program of its kind where you truly work with you one-on-one, where it's one-on-one mentoring, and powered by AMP Live Media, okay? And sponsored by VIPeXecs, Realty and Lending, Step into Excellence. Look forward to rocking and rolling with you, but hopefully we're going to get into a little bit of training. I'm going to share my screen in a second, and then there'll be some little, want to call it little commercials or whatever about what we do, what we're looking for. Bring it up on the screen here, some QR codes and things of that nature. If you want to join a Facebook group, it's free. We are on X as well, MadeInAmerica. It's a little Facebook group down there, or not a Facebook group, but a group in regards to X. Let me see, I'm going to put this up here. It's a little caption. You can probably scan the QR code right up there once it comes up. All right, that's that one. There should be another one. It's going to come up with the QR code right here where you can actually join one of the groups. Well, actually, that right there is for join live. It'll take you, if you join that, it's going to take you to X. You can also register for some, let's see, we got sub 2, join the live. There's the link if you'd like to ask some questions or just do the chat. Very simple. Just put it in there. I believe we can see it over here through chat or one of the live chats. I'm going to open that up as well. Go right there. That's for sub 2, registered sub 2. Wanted to get into some sub 2 real estate, and then there'll be another one that's going to pop up randomly as I put these up here in regards to the QR codes, and just going ahead and rocking and rolling. Okay, so let's get into surfing for deals, right? Finding deals. Are you having a hard time finding deals or directly? Or are you trying to, what I call the daisy chain approach, where you go after someone else? Other people call it reverse wholesaling, and you find a buyer, but then it may be a wholesaler. But once you find a wholesaler or a deal, right, then you got a JV with them and plug in a buyer, and that could work too, right? But you got multiple people that got to get paid. So I always say just go after your own deals. But if you're afraid to go after your own deals, or maybe you're like, man, I'm not ready to talk to sellers yet, I just want to dig in and be in the back end. You know, there are people who love cold calling because they're awesome at it, right? And they tear it up. There's others that are, no, I don't want to do any cold calling. I want the lead to call me. Then there's a few more things that have to happen for that to happen. I always talk about quality over quantity. Nowadays with technology, you can deal with quantity and filter out to get the quality of leads that are needed to move forward. And there's ratios for all that good stuff, but it does cost a couple of bucks to get those leads flowing in. This method I'm going to share with you right now, we call it surfing for deals, and it works every time, about 30-35% response rate. I'm going to go on to a website that I'm going to share with you right now. Copy and paste. I'm going to go through and look for it. So as I'm moving forward, I'll be talking. Just stay up with me, or stay. You know, if I'm going too fast, put it in the chat, or just I think you can rewind this when it's back and forth. I think I got it set up where you can rewind it and you can watch the video over and over. It'll be on YouTube, X, and LinkedIn. I believe there's the Instagram, Facebook. Excuse me, all that good stuff. Always live and uncut. So there's no script here except for me getting in and going, hey, here's the overview of what we're going to do. And we're just going to get into it. All right. So let's get started. I wanted to get some of the housekeeping done. You can also get in touch with me at Erick, E-R-I-C-K, at amplive.tv. Erick, E-R-I-C-K, at amplive.tv. Today, we like to call it the American Mentor, the Amp Live Real Estate Show. So just stay in touch with us as much as possible. Like and love the stuff. We appreciate it. Our goal and our mission is to help our fellow Americans across the United States of America that we've been doing for a while. Been doing it for a couple of decades in the real estate business, creative real estate, traditional, untraditional, as well as the mentoring and training is a new element. Not a new element, but maybe, a decade or so where we've been, mentoring others throughout the United States of America. You know who you are, rock and roll. Thank you to all past, present, future mentees of America. That's our goal, is to help our fellow Americans get into this business, or if you got a property, to help you get out of the property or work with you in some capacity. But there is a lot of people who want to, obviously, thanks to the Chinese virus thingy that happened in 2020, a lot of people have been awakened, and they're like, man, there's got to be something better here than this JOB, right? But being an entrepreneur is harder than a JOB. JOBs, you got to get up, you got to punch your clock, you got to learn to listen to the boss and eventually become a boss. Being an entrepreneur, it's the same thing, but then you got another 2 or 3, 4 levels where you got, hey, you got to make money from nothing. You got to show up to the party every day. You got to motivate yourself. There's no clock to punch and all that good stuff, right? And you got to figure these things out. It's kind of like getting a puzzle, throwing it on the table, and then turning the picture around and go figure out that puzzle. That's a lot easier if you turn that picture around. You got a puzzle and you got kind of a game plan. So that's what's out there right now. But I'm going to go ahead and share. Let's find some deals, okay? So I'm curious of what we're going to find here in Southern California, a little bit of a different market, and then we're going to tap into maybe a little bit of the Midwest, and then maybe Texas, see what's going in on these websites, and then we'll copy and paste and see what type of results we get. Usually it happens within minutes. When I mean that, it could be 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 300 minutes. It could be hours usually, right? But I do know that if you do like 20 or 30 in a day, and by the next day, even throughout the day, it'll keep you busy because people are going to be responding back to you and stuff. There'll be some good ones and some shitty ones. And then the next day they start dropping. So, and I know that for me, sometimes you got to go through them. I'm going to show you what to look for and sift through those. Okay. But it's free. It's not going to cost you a dime. So that's what it's going to start out. The first vertical, right, is usually like driving for dollars. You're driving around a neighborhood. You look for ugly houses. You look for the roofs and cars and tall grass, and all that good stuff. And you're going to want to get their address. And if you got software and things of that nature where you can pull up and send off a postcard or a letter, or sit there and get their information, get on the phone and call them. That's being super aggressive, man. That's what it takes, guys and girls, right? I don't care if you're 18 to 80, right? You can do this. It's not hard. It just takes some discipline, right? And then kind of having a game plan of what to actually do when you're doing this stuff. Okay. So let's get into it. Let me pull up these, websites, get the spectacles right here. They believe they're already pulled up. Okay, so I'm going to go here and pull up a screenshot. See what I can see here. This is going to be what's this one? Right here. Okay, I'm looking for let me see if I can do this. And that should pull that up there. And that'll be the first one here. Oops, move it over. Okay, so where's it? There it is. Boink. Okay, so we're going to pull this up. Now, the first website, yes, it's called Craigslist. You may or may not know what this is or how it works, or going, hey, man, I've seen that stuff. Does it still work? Sure. Does phone calling still work? Of course it does. Does text still work? Of course it does. Do postcards work? Yes, they do, right? Do letters work? Yes, they do. Does door knocking work? It all freaking works, right? I'm not, so this depends on what your flavor is, right? Do I want to show up to a house and knock on the door? People are afraid these days, right? Do people open the door because they got the ring? Sure they do, right? It just starts. You just got to be consistent and have some discipline, and then have a game plan to do that. Hit all the NODs. Here's a pro tip for you. If you're going to do NODs, then go for it. Go door knock, and then pick all the NODs. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a drive. Either do it on, one of these softwares where you can drive for dollars, or get on, find an app, like Google Apps or whatever, and map it all out. Go out, knock on the door, drop some marketing. If you talk to somebody, awesome. Be prepared to be able to rock and roll a deal right there and get into the door, walk the house, and learn the art of walking the house and locking up a deal, or at least getting an appointment for someone who's more experienced so that can get to that point, right? And just tag team it, or get a few people, a few friends, and go knock on some doors, all right? And see, but you're going to be hitting what? People that are in distressed situations. So yeah, they're going to be emotional. If you don't want to do that, then that's okay. Pick a market. Now you can do, that's old school real estate stuff, right? You'll pick about 100 houses in an area. You pull all the properties, and you'll become the face of that area for the local area. And you got to knock on the doors. How you doing on this, and that? This is what I'm looking for. I'm an investor. If you know anybody, et cetera, here's my information. Keep that information. It's worth $250 to $1,000 for you, right? If you send me a lead and I buy the property, I'll pay you, right? So it's a way to turn them into bird dogs, as we call them. So let me see if there's let me get that screen, see if it's sharing. Go back over here. Let's do this with this here. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I'll squeeze my head a little bit lower. Maybe I'll do this right here. Try that. Maybe we'll try this one. That work better? There it is. Okay. So they got mini-me right here. So I'm going to go ahead and rock and roll. It's called Craigslist. Is the first website. Easy peasy, okay? So I'm going to show you what to look for. We're going to go back to Craigslist. We're going to go, you can go anywhere in the United States, which is kind of cool. But we're going to go with Cali for right now. We're going to go California. Let's hit the Inland Empire right there. And then I want to hit, we got all of it in Inland Empire. So that's like a handful of county. It's Riverside County and a bunch of cities in there. It's pretty damn huge. Then we're going to go to real estate for sale. So there's a few things you can do: apartments, housing, some housing wanted. If you're looking for commercial, it's there. Real estate, if you're looking for parking and storage. Remember, everything that's real estate is up for grabs. You just there's a certain way to work with single family. There's a certain way you have to approach commercial properties, right? Because they're landlords and they're more savvy, and there's a gatekeeper sometimes. There's a way to get in touch with the strip malls and commercial strip malls and hotels and motels, right? And different types of marketing. Like for land, sometimes it's a letter. Letters are better than trying to get a hold of somebody, if you can get a hold of them, and then try to buy their land. But same thing for commercial, right? It's usually easier to send a letter to them. They look at it, they read it, then maybe they'll call, maybe they won't. And then hammer with some calls and then try to get past the gatekeeper and go that route. But for single family, easy peasy, going directly to the seller. We're going to pull it up. So we got Inland Empire, real estate for sale. I'm going to take a look. It's usually real estate for sale because we want owner. So I'm going to go over here real quick and show you. See, it says all owner and broker. Now, if you want those leads that, where people are sharing with you on how to find those online, then you can go to the broker. But you got to find those unicorn brokers or find the unicorn agents. They're there. So something like that. They're all rentals. Here's but we're going to go with for sale by owner for the purpose of this training. So for sale by owner, right? Now you're looking. We got land, right? Land. So if you're looking for land, it looks like people are selling the dirt for now until nobody wants to buy it anymore. Tiny acre. So lots of land, mobile home. So I'm going to leave it open right now because it says for sale. Then eventually I'm going to put a keyword in here that I'm going to pull from cheat sheet we're going to give you. I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but if you can't see it, I'll explain it to you. And plus there's going to be a link towards the end of the video where you can click it. It's free. It's not going to cost you a dime. Like I said, for the first quarter, I believe it's free. Then we're going to start charging. but you'll get the video, you'll get the templates, you'll get the surfing for deals PDF. It's free, absolutely free. You just got to go to the website, sign up, boom, download the shizzle bedizzle, and you're good. So 55 and or just, we don't want any of that. Here's a house here, $2.5 million, ranch and where? In buttfuck Egypt, but it's San Diego. Okay, that's cool. That could be something, but let's look for something that makes sense, right? Something that's a rental. These are these people doing this, and a lot of these can be spam too, right? Where they're just putting shit in there to lead generate, and so there's for rent. We're looking for sale by owner, right? We could put bedrooms in there. Here's back house available, $96,000 for some dirt. Okay, so look at that. Geez, 1.4 million, 2 homes on a lot, Montclair, California. Remember when that stuff was probably, geez, 200, 300, 150,000 bucks? Things are getting out of hand like they do with the, with the inflation and all that crazy stuff, right? So that's going to all change. And it is true, pro tip, right? Baby boomers are getting older. They're going to sell their businesses, and they're going to sell their properties. And there's going to be literally probably, if not hundreds of millions or trillions of dollars that are actually going to exchange hands, where they're going to pass and the children are going to get the properties, and they're not going to want the property. They're going to want the money. So they're going to be for sale. So a lot of that's happening right now in that with the baby boomers. But I'm going to sell two new homes on a lot. Let's just 1.4. We're looking for something a little more conservative like this. No more rent, Victorville. But I'll check that one out later. I think I'll open it up. I'll take a look at that myself. Let me go ahead and open up another one, duplicate. But for shits and giggles, since it's open right here, we'll take a look. I'll go back to it so you can see it. Can you see it? Yep, there it is. Okay. So 1.5 new homes, Montclair, Vernon Avenue, Montclair. None of this is like, I'm not blocking any of the information here, so you can watch it later on. Duplex laundry, right? So what we're looking here for is the seller. We want to work with the seller. We don't want to work with agents, because unless the agent says that they own the home, that's a pro tip, then they're allowed to market it and do that stuff. They're not allowed to put up for sale by owners or do pocket listings and all that good stuff. They got rules to the game. If you're a wholesaler or an investor, yes, you can. As long as you got a contract and you're willing to sell the contract and you disclose, you're good to go. So there's 2 new homes on a lot here. So it's looking like we got to get into, we'll show some of the, see what we got here. I'll scroll through this. So it looks nice. They got a ADU in the back. Got a rental. They cleaned it up. Looks nice. 2 new homes on 1 lot ready for move-in. I'm going to do some speed reading here. Use the income. Dan, broker owner. See, so he just said broker owner. So just exactly what I was saying. So maybe I'll touch base with this butt later on. I got it open, but I want to take a look at this one. No more rent in 2025. We got a 4-bedroom, 2,038 square foot property that was just listed on this website. It's in Victorville. Let's take a look. They're asking $561. Let's take a look. This looks like it was been maybe rehabbed. Let's see. Yeah, see, we were looking for fixer-uppers, right? We want some distressed property. So this is going to be an ad. It's most likely an agent. Yeah, there it is. See, so that's an agent too, and that's the thing that's supposed to be posted where? And housing for sale by owner. So people are going to start breaking the rules, because that's usually what happens. But they got open house dates Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Say no to paying rent, blah, 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 blah. 4 bedrooms, price and rate subject to change without notice, California DRE. So, hey, it's up to you. That's DRE. You shouldn't be posting that unless they need to disclose it like the broker did, stating that they own it, right? Otherwise, they're violating some little what do you call it? Rules of the game. And sometimes, hey, because people will do it, you can go ahead and flag it, and nobody will see it. But I'm not going to do that. Posted 2 days ago. See if we can find another one. Mobile home. And people will post stuff in different areas. Handyman services. So I'm going to go ahead and put in a keyword so we can kind of find something a little quicker. Let us upgrade you. Let's see if this is another agent one. Yeah, you can see the same type of comment. All right. If you want to contact them and see if they're a unicorn agent, then go for it. You got to qualify them and run them through the gauntlet, as I like to call it. House for rent. And those can work too, because sometimes you get tired landlords. So hit them up. See if they want to sell. Apartment for rent. Mobile home. Chino Hills private pool and spa. That's probably going to be a condo. Chino Hills, I don't know about that one. We'll keep rolling here. All right, so now what I'm going to put in here, 6 bedroom. Let's see, this might be the same thing. Let's see. Okay, this is a little bit different here. So we got about 920,000, multi-generational home. You can see it needs a little bit of work just by looking at the picture here. It's not too bad. Oh, it looks nice. Okay. Might have been a rental at one time, or maybe they cleaned it up to get ready to sell. Fully remodeled. Okay, so this is probably an investor remodeling or a seller. 3.5, 3,400 multi-generational home, new gourmet kitchen, blah, 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 blah. We'll go here to reply. Let's see what comes up. So contact name is Rob, right? So we can call or we can shoot a text. What we'll do is take our little template here that you get when you drop your name and information. Grab that Surfing for Deals. All right, so I'm going to go ahead, and if you can see that, probably can't. Let me see what it looks like here. Okay, you can. Cool. You go ahead, and we're going to do, maybe we'll do a text. No, we'll do email. Okay, so we're going to do an email. So what you copy is this long, crazy Craigslist email. Copy it. And then I'm going to go to an email we already have open. It's right there. Paste that in there. And then I'm going to go back to the template. It's very easy. And there's going to be a subject line. You can't see it, but it's all right. So there's a subject line that I'm putting into the email real quick. Copy and paste and put the body of the ad. Basically, it says, hi, do you still have your property for sale? Now, it says, hi. His name is Rob, so I'm going to make it a little personal. So I'm going to put a little Rob action in there. And then I'm going to put in the body of the ad. And it's going to have some information on it, right? Or basically says, hi, Rob, do you still have your property for sale? Please advise. Address. Need the address, right? How are we supposed to work a deal without the address? You'll be surprised. I'm not going to make it too long of a video. Just want to kind of give you some value here. But there's going to be a lot of responses. What does that mean? I'm not interested because, are you flexible with cash or terms? What does terms mean? No, I just want cash. Or talk to my agent because they didn't disclose that they have an agent and they're trying to sell it themselves, right? So maybe it's an open listing. Maybe it's a pocket listing. Maybe their friend or their aunt and their uncle has it listed. Or maybe they use one of those $125 shitty, pay one time and throw it on the network of the MLS to try to sell it. And then they got to take all the calls, right? So there's a lot of ways that they'll do that. And it says, thank you. Eric has my telephone number. Text is fine too. You can hit us up with a couple of website addresses as well as an instant make me an offer, right? Link. They get to choose. Now, I know that in marketing, you usually just want to put one link and that's where you want them to go. It's okay. And what we're doing here is eliminating the tire kicker stuff. We're not trying to come in through the back door and say, I'm interested in buying your house because I want a lovely house to live in, blah, 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 or my cousin's looking for a house. No, it's straightforward. We're eliminating all the bullshit just by putting in there that, hey, Rob, do you still have your property for sale? Eric. Hi, Rob, do you still have your property for sale? Yes, again. And then please advise. Address, please. We want the address. So when they send back the address, rock and roll. Now you got a warmer lead. Go do your underwriting. Check to see where the property's at, where the location, and do your due diligence. If it looks like something you're interested in, then boom, respond back. Say, hey, sure, no problem. When can I give you a call? Or when can I have a few questions for you? Or when can I see it, right? Some will say, just put in an offer or have it in escrow. Now, a lot of times they say they have it in escrow, but then they'll respond back, right? Because I'm going to show you a couple of things that you'll do to get them to respond back to you by adding a couple of more emails or text messages that they'll save, and eventually they'll go, oh, hey, are you still buying? Okay, what happened? You don't have to ask, but I'm saying, yeah, no problem. Did it fall out of escrow? A lot of times we'll say that, right? Hey, if it falls out of escrow, definitely give us a call back. And then they'll call back because they're going to go back and call back all the people that responded to their ad. So it's a beautiful, lovely thing. There's usually put on whatever website you have, if it's a buyer's website or you got something where people can capture some information. If you don't, go to one of those survey places and build one out. We'll share that with you as well. We have our own. I believe there's going to be some mock-ups inside of the Surfing for Deals program that you can get for free. Just got to click the link down below and put in your information, and we'll send that over to you. And basically what that'll be is it's gonna show you what you can do if you don't have a full website, or some recommendations on other websites if that's what you want to do. If you got one, great. Put it right in there, and that's it. Now I'm going to send this off. That'll be one. Boink. So there's one done. And it usually does. You see how fast it goes. It doesn't take much time. We're going to go here. I believe this is up and rolling. Let me check the screenshot. So cool. We're there. We'll go back. All right. So that one there looks, that could be anything, right? It says contact, phone number. That's Dan Broker too. Okay. Well, we just sent it to Dan the broker. So we'll see what he says. So either cry or whine or bitch or say, yeah, what's up? Let's work a deal. All right, let's go. Let's see what else we can find here. I'm going to put in a keyword now. I'm going to put in, let's say, need to sell. See what comes up. So you're getting some We Buy House companies that are coming up. We got a Palm Springs deal. This is a Racket Club West. Okay, I'm not sure what the hell that is. House and land in Boarding Creek. Where the hell is that? That can't be Los Angeles. No way. But we'll find out. 1.4 million for what? Is this a condo? Ready to sell. Built 2004. Asking 1.5 million. Our best offer. Please call or text. Awesome. That's interesting. I don't need a realtor. Thank you. No problem. So if you wanted to shoot that out, you could, which I probably will. But I want to see what this is. This is going to be probably some land here. Just curious. Boarding Creek, Los Angeles. Invest in this hidden gem for an Airbnb that could be an excellent profit. I don't even know how this is, and why would it be 70,000? That makes no sense. 1,500-foot house. That doesn't make any sense. But let's see. Let's go ahead and take a look. This looks like it's somewhere in the Midwest. Let's see. We'll scroll down. Looking for buyer immediate. Properly go fast. Price 70,000 on all realtor sites like Zillow. Oh yeah, so it's North Dakota. So stuff like that you'll find. You can always obviously do it. Go for it. Do a little virtual wholesaling. Here's move-in ready. Site preferred. This is a living preview. It's $1 million. That's a mobile home. Expensive mobile home. USC. Here's one in USC. 655,000 duplex fixer. So let's see what we got here. I always like to scroll to the bottom. I'm looking for agent stuff in here, or looking for stuff that maybe is a wholesaler. We're looking for sale by owners, people who own the home. And usually stuff like this, so off-market duplex, this is probably going to price, rehab, sale, deposit, email me. This might be an investor or wholesaler. Los Angeles, well-maintained, good bones, blah, blah, blah. Left the address out. Will be delivered, tenant occupied, tenant paying rent on time. Notice vacate, so cool. I actually kind of like that. So, but I think it's an investor. But I'm going to go ahead and we're going to click this here, and we'll do it again. Email, copy, compose. Takes what, a couple of minutes to do. Not a big deal. Get your template. Obviously, you guys are whoever's into AI and all that good stuff. You can probably find and program some magical AI to just do all this shizzle benizzle for you. These steps that I'm doing here manually. And plug in a little AI love. All right, boom. So that's 2. Matter of minutes. Now I'm going to go back here. You see my screen. Okay. Oh, I did do that one. Okay, so this is the one I wanted. I actually sent it out to the wrong one. Okay, let me see what we got here. Who is this? Reply. Oh, that was Rob. Oh, I did send out Rob. We got this one here. This is the duplex, I believe I'm showing. Yep, you can see it. So we'll go back to this here, and we'll go back. See what we got. So that's 1 in 19. That's need to sell. So how about motivated seller? So you also get a list that it's going to be a PDF of keywords that you can use. So you'll never run out of leads, right? Everything from I got to sell, moving out of state, all that good stuff. So with this one here, there's only, what do we got? Handful? Probably only 2, right? What is this? 8-acre private ranch, Marietta. Well, that sounds pretty cool. Let's take a look. Let's go back 1 second. I want to see, I think, was there two prices? No, it's the same thing. So the ads ran twice. 5-bedroom, Marietta. So we're looking at 8 acres of horse property. Pool. Looks pretty cool. But they want how much? 1.3 million for it. 5-bedroom, 3-bath. Now we're going through here. No AHA. That's good. 5 acres. New well water pumps. The water has to be pumped. The water bill. City allows property to subdivide into half, so you can subdivide for some moolah. If you know how to do that. Marietta is a nice area. It's private. Unlimited potential. This investment home has to offer. Proof of funds required to view property or consider offers. So we got someone who's probably went through the ringer if they are truly for sale by owner or an agent of some sort. For more information or schedule viewing, seller motivated. So we're going to go here and see if there's a name. We'll lock in 3. So we're going to do that one. This will be the third one. We'll go ahead and go here. Go to your junk email. I recommend that you create a junk email. I don't care what it is. It could be mine's like, I won't say what it is, but it's a junk email to protect yourself because you're going to get a lot of stuff in there. Some people are crazy scammers and they'll ask for stuff. Just be wary, be careful. And then, you know, if you do business with them, then give them all your information, right? They're getting our direct number and things of that nature here to get on our website and all that good stuff, right? We're going straight to, you know, no BS. So I'm going to go ahead and scan this. I'm not scanned it, but I'm going to pull this up. Step 1, put that in. And go to our template. Step 2, put in the subject. Step 3, very easy. So just 3 steps. Go and send it off. Do about 15, 20 of those a day. Now, if you can, some people do it. You know, I've seen it done, and I've tried it and done it too. You do your first, like in the morning, try to do 10, 15, 20. In the middle of the day, same thing. Towards the end of the day, if you're going and looking in one area, because one area sometimes you might not have enough properties. But remember, it's like text messaging. It just updates and updates, and it keeps rolling in with new people that keep rolling in because they got tons of traffic, right? And use different keywords if you run out. So that's 3 done in a matter of minutes. I didn't even like time it. All right, so I'm going to go back here. And just for shits and giggles, I'm going to go ahead and pick another location. Go back to Craigslist. Let's go to the Midwest. You can go down to states. Pick any state where you're located. You're going to go to the Show Me state. Where the hell's that? Right there. Let's go ahead and do, we got Columbia, Joplin, southeast Missouri. I know where this is at, so we'll do this. And we're going to go here again, real estate for sale. Let's make sure it's the right tab. Cool, we're good. You're seeing what I'm seeing. Real estate for sale, double check. Make sure it's real estate for sale and nothing else. And then we're going to go over here. Next step, right? Go to for sale by owner. Only. New triplex in Joplin, Missouri. I know where that's at, but I might take a look at that real quick. Investor special, 3-bedroom, 1-bath, fix and flip off market. So let's take, I like that one. It's kind of new. But this one's 89. So let's take a look at that. 89,000. Is it fixed up already? Let's see. Okay, it's got the wood and all that good stuff. They got a lockbox on it. That means it's been cleaned up probably and ready for sale. So yeah, same thing. So this is probably mostly ARV is your keyword that it's a wholesaler. Real estate agents don't use ARV, after repair value, right? They're going to call it what it is. You know, this is sale price. Here's CMA, comparable market analysis, but they won't use ARV unless they understand that part of the business. Renovation, so 89,000. Renovations 25. And even if you wanted to mess with the investor, because obviously and call them and see if they have something under contract, and cool. It was 4 days ago, so we'll look at 89,000. I'm going to bring up the old trusty calculator, so let's go ahead and do it. So we'll take 89,000. He says ARV. I'm not going to get into the comps to confirm, but you're going to want to confirm that this is correct, because a lot of the times if they're skilled, they understand, then the numbers will be good. If they're not, then they'll be inflated because they don't know how to do comps, and then it's just a shit deal. So it's the same thing with leads, right? Quality over quantity. Same thing when leads come in from other people, other wholesalers, other agents or brokers. If they're trained right, cool. You know, there'll be a little margin of error, but they'll usually be on point with what you're looking for. If not, they're doing stuff half-assed or trying to figure stuff out or don't know how to do it and guessing, then those numbers are going to be inflated. It's going to be a waste of time. And, you know, but, you know, you either got to have a conversation and say, hey, you know, either take the time to train them, or if they get offended by it, that's cool. Let them go. Only work with the ones that basically know what they're doing. So let's take a look. 185, and we're going to bring up the calculator here, right? So, and you got 89,000 with approximate about 25,000 for rehab. So we'll go 89,000 and divide that into 185. See what the LTV is. It's about 48, right? Oh, I shouldn't know. I'm sorry. It's going to be actually what we got. 48. It's going to be 50. 2 points down, about 52 LTV. So the LTV is there. It's under your 70% LTV that everybody wants, minus repairs, right? So then we'd have to take, what number do we get? You got 89. We got 185 minus 25K equals 160, right? So we take 160, we'll take 89,000 divided by 160 is the number. And we're at about 56. So 56, it's a good deal. As long as there's no foundation issues or, you know, roof and termites or any crazy stuff, then this is Kansas City, Missouri. Okay, well, cool. I don't know who this is. Let's find out. Jeremy. So we're going to go ahead and shoot. We're going to copy that. And we're going to go ahead and go down here. I'm going to do one more because I think I might want to. Can you even buy, resell for a profit? Opportunity to renovate basement. Coat of paint. Usually I wouldn't read this, but I know that we're actually in that area. So I'm going to go ahead and do it for shits and giggles. See what we come up with. Okay, so I'll put that right there. Step 1. Step 2. And yes, there's software that, if you can find it, is out there to help you with this. We had software that we would share with all our mentees. But as you know, Google likes to step in and mess with the algorithms and do things. So unless you're a little savvy, it'll be a little harder to figure out their software, but it's awesome. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that. We'll go back over here, share that tab instead. There we go. Okay, so cool stuff right there. So that one's a nice juicy one. Looks pretty good. Just based on these numbers, of course, we got to wait till we get the address and find out and all that good stuff. There is a telephone number if you want to text them and all that good stuff. So I'm going to leave that one open because I'm going to work it. We're going to work it, right? And then we'll go here. Let's go back out. So there we go. There's one. I like that little triplex here in Joplin, Missouri. Got another one. This one's remodeled. We don't want remodeled ones. We want the fixer-uppers, more money, and we want the ones with issues and that are distressed, right? And that's how you find these. For sale by owners, okay? Not the ones with agents, not the ones listed. Yes, you can do all that good stuff, but you got to train the agents. You got to train the wholesalers to make sure that they bring the right criteria to you for what you're looking for. This one's Kansas City as well. That looks pretty good. Too bad. Wow, that's a long ass house. That's trippy. 235, 125 for this one, Kansas City. Cool. And we got this one right here, split level, Belton. So that's for rent, $1,600. And as you can see at the top, for sale by owner, right? So there's about 63 leads right here, just from me putting in motivated seller, right? You can put in all kinds of motivated seller, for sale by owner. The acronyms for sale by owner is Kansas City as well, 179. So it looked like there's some nice juicy gold in here. So let's see how it goes. The next spot I'm going to share with you, okay, is going to be, I believe it's right here, the marketplace. You can find them on Facebook as well. That's the wrong one. Maybe it's over here. No, that's not it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and not share that. We're going to stop the sharing. Okay, so where the hell did it go? I pulled the son of a bitch up. No, I can't see it. Oh, I know why. We got got to move some of this stuff over here. Okay, where is it at? Oh, marketplace, right? Okay, so you can go to Facebook Marketplace, and I'll probably just pull it up right now. See what we got. I'm going to go to the marketplace, and then I'll be able to share my screen. Once this moves up a little faster. Where's the marketplace? Right there. Boink. Had some good stuff up too. I don't know. It disappeared. That's technology for you. So let me pull it up again. We're going to share the screen. We're going to go to Facebook Marketplace, and you can do the same thing. So, Warrensburg, Missouri, there's a $194,000 4-bedroom house. That's cool. I believe I saw something else, but let's take a look at that anyways. Let's take a look at that one. Boom, and pull it up. And we're going to use the same template. And it may be modified a little bit, 1,400 square foot. We'll take a look at the pictures. Small little rental pad, cool. All right, listed over a week ago, it's okay. So then we're going to go ahead and do this. Description. Priced under $200,000. It's an agent. I don't really like that. I like for sale by owners. So we're going to pass on that one. Unless you decide that you want to interview that agent and see if they're a unicorn agent, right? Meaning that what I mean by a unicorn agent means that they will present an offer to you. They'll be willing to share terms because the property's not selling. It's been on the market for a long time. They're like, hey, they're either new and they're like, cool, I'll go for it. I just want to get paid. Or they're seasoned. And they go, yeah, I just got to make sure I understand what you're talking about. I've heard of this. I understand it. No problem. They'll help you and present the offer to the seller and work a deal. So that's what people are doing, okay, across the United States of America. So I'm going to put right here, we're looking for Fixer Upper House, boink, right there. So let's see, we got, there's one right here. And Knob Noster, all right, the Knobby. Look at that, small pad. What is that? Excuse me, 45,000. It's probably a mobile home. 157, 40 grand, mobile homes. I'll hook it up to my truck and take that son of a bitch down the road. All right, there we go. Fixer Upper. Interesting. Look at that. Okay. Let's see if there's an agent. Yep. I don't want any agents. So just keep hunting. Let's try this one. So house is for sale by owner. Bingo, we found one, right? So here we go. 149,000 3-bedroom house. It's in the Missouri. House for sale, exterior, roof, interior, fresh paint, new trim on windows, blah, 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 blah. So we're going to hit up, we're going to go ahead and do this real quick. Let me see if I can see it in the screen here. Boink. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing for a sec. And then what we're going to do is, down in the section where it says send seller a message, we're going to send a message here. We're going to put, hi, do you still have your property for sale, Eric? Since I know the guy's name, I believe, yep. We're going to put this in here like that. And then we're going to put in the personal name. Still have your property for sale, Eric. And then we're going to start a conversation. Plain and simple. Now on Facebook Marketplace, a little bit different because we're going to have the second one. Hey, please advise the address. Are you flexible with cash or terms? You don't need to put all that in there because it's not an email. It's just going to be a private message. So we're going to put in the section where it says, hey, hi, do you still have your property for sale, Eric? And then we're going to get into a conversation where I'm going to ask about the property. I'm going to ask for the address. He's going to ask me if I'm an agent, a broker, investor, wholesaler, depending on the level of experience of that for sale by owner. Some will ask for proof of funds. Some will ask, who cares? It doesn't matter. If you have the skill set, you understand the art of the deal, easy peasy to do what you need to do. Take it off of Facebook. Take it to where? Your phone or your number or whatever you got we're using for business, and start that process there and go through. The mission is the submission. get a full submission. I'm not going to share that today of what that is, but everybody who comes aboard and works with us as a mentee or even a student or working with us in-house to go through that. The mission is a submission, right? It's a link that's coded to you, or basically for us, it's coded to the business. We go through the information, go through the gauntlet, the art of the deal, get all the information. Once the submission is made, then we underwrite it, set up an appointment. We pull some title and information to confirm that the seller is sharing that information with us and honest capacity. All right, so let me go here. So basically that's one there, and I'm going to go back over here. Duplicate. And we'll go from there. There we go. Where's it at? Shared screen. Okay. Cool. And then we'll close that up and we'll go hit another one. So basically that's all you do. You do about 10, 15, 20 of those. Your phone, your email, and text going to explode with freaking leads, right? And then you got to get to work. Start doing rocking and rolling, the art of the deal, and getting that information, getting the mission to the submission. I might have one open where I can maybe send you a sample, or I might have closed them up. Let me see. Yeah, I'll share them with you anyways. Maybe I can pull it up real quick and share the screen with you. Okay, so anyways, that went out. Let me see it. I want to see this one here. I looked at that one. That was that one. This one is probably a mobile home, I'm going to assume. But let's pull it up and take a look. That's clean. Yeah, it's a single wide. That's what they call single wide. You can see the hitch right there. Put your truck and pull that sumbitch down the road with you. I'm just kidding. All right, so let's see. What is that? Is it an agent? No. Opportunity. Don't miss it. Asking 45. So it's what? Look at that. It's minutes from the base. So that's cool. That was something you could probably work with if you're looking for that, right? So looking for something for some land or a rental of some sort. Let's do this. One's probably a mobile home too. Obviously, we got one right here. I like this. Actually, I like this one too. I like this one more. But this one price wise. Let's check it out. So we're looking for same thing. For sale by owner. Take a look. It says Zillow. Deep clean prior to closing. And usually we'll look in here. So the sellers usually write a book trying to sell you in here, or it's a different type of feel when it's an agent or a broker. Schedule private showing. Okay, so it says realtor, so I'm not going to do that. Move to this one, see if it's a realtor agent, unless you want to, my thing is, no problem. I just don't have the tolerance to interview agents. Refinished. All right, so this one's been rehabbed. Not interested in that, unless the numbers are good for seller financing of some sort. Keep on rolling here. Here's another one. So as you can see, it doesn't matter where you're looking. Right? You got the whole United States of America. It's awesome. This one doesn't have anything. My voice starting to go out a little bit. Didn't do my morning screams. My metal screams. Okay, here we go. 237 Warrensburg, 3-bedroom, 1 house. There's another one. That's kind of interesting. All right, but anyways, they're here. So simple. I'm going to go to the last but not least. You can go to any website. There are other websites, but some of them don't have as much volume, so they won't help you, okay? Or it's not going to be good for you. So there'll be stuff like this, right? You can go here and do the same thing. I'm going to share this tab as well. Say there's a property. Let's see if you can see the. Okay, so here we go. You can go to Zillow. I'm going to go here, see if there's anything in the chat. All right, cool. I'm going to post this right here. Okay, so right now I just posted learn the secrets to effortlessly find 100 plus seller leads, right? You go ahead and check the chat out, click out that link, check the link, click the link and go grab that program while it's free. All right, so I'm going to wrap this up. We're already at 49 minutes, so hopefully we've added some value to you. I'm going to drop some commercials a little bit, just kind of share some stuff with you. But this is awesome. I'm going to share the Zillow thing as well. I'm going to go ahead and move. I'm going to come back to that. But what we got right now is a Saturday training, so I appreciate that. Watch it all the way back forward and sideways and upside down and all that good stuff. There is the Friday highlights. I believe that's probably going to run at 2. So check that out. From Friday highlights, there's some awesome training and some cool stuff that dropped. Also right here, you can scan this QR code right here. That'll just book a live with myself and my team. We'll chit chat. We'll talk. If you got deals, if you're looking to get into the business, maybe you're seasoned, maybe you're stuck, maybe it's too many shiny objects. I know, like when I got started, worked a full-time job, corporate gig, 60, 70, 80, 90 hours. Started off at 45, which was cool. But then it got to 65, 80, and 90 hours a week. Can you imagine working? That's like working 2 or 3 jobs a day. I mean, a day or a week, I should say, right? And getting paid for 45. Now the benefits and cool, and you got to pay your dues to go up the corporate ladder and all that good stuff. And that was the goal. And I get it. I feel you. I feel the frustration. You're probably frustrated in your job. Maybe it's IT. Maybe it's maybe you're an electrician. Maybe you're a contractor and you wanted to get into fix and flips because you're seeing these guys make some money and gals making money doing it. Or maybe, whatever job, doesn't matter, flipping burgers, or maybe work at Walmart, or maybe it's Target, or maybe you're an engineer, or maybe you have an awesome job and you're like, I need a place to put my money, but I don't want to learn all that good stuff. That's cool too, right? There's a thing called friendship deals. We'll work with you on that. That'll be another segment. For tomorrow, I'll be back tomorrow for the Sunday rants and raves. We'll talk about everything that's going on, the good, the bad, and the ugly that's going on in regards to the United States of America, as well as the real estate market, or like to call creative real estate investing, as well as the traditional stuff that's happening in the market as well. So, and let's see what else we got. Monday, Mindset Money Monday, and then Wellness Wednesday, back to Friday highlights, and then here we are again for the Saturday training. So hopefully you got some value from this. Scan that QR code and book us some time. See if we're a good fit. Definitely looking to help you out if we can. This is what I do believe this, and most fail in real estate without mentorship, because I know it's true. The Amplify Real Estate Show, go ahead and scan that QR code. If you're interested in some one-on-one mentoring, you need someone to work with you one-on-one, then this is the jam. This is your opportunity until it's not, right? Now, I noticed a lot of people too, right? People were coming on in the early years, with their hair all boinged out and stuff, and got big old beards and everything. And I get it, the blame thing. I'm going to throw the blame on the table right now because it is what it is. I really don't care, but it does irk me because if I want to work with somebody, it's like, man, I don't want to wear a beard. I don't want to have crazy hair. I don't want to hide behind a computer or a laptop. I want to go belly to belly because that's where I shine with sellers or buyers, investors, and all that good stuff, right? It's not for everybody, but you should, if you're going to jump in this business, then, hey, you have to get uncomfortable and do those things, right? And, people with their backpacks and all that good stuff, I'm saying what I'm saying because I see it. Now I'm seeing a transition, right? Where wholesalers are going, man, buyers and sellers are more savvy, right? Sellers are more savvy, right? So they're learning, hearing about this AI stuff and, people behind the phone, and when you show up, hey, perception is reality. So they're moving from their backpacks to their crazy hair and beards, and all that good stuff, to even the way they speak, to suiting up, right? We've been suiting up for years. I believe suiting up is the way to be. That is your superhero costume, if you want to call it that. But sellers, buyers, investors, or anybody you're working with deserves that respect of saying, yes, I'm here to help you, and I'm suited up to do that. And it doesn't mean, you're trying to fake it to make it, or, hey, Zuckerberg wears a shirt. Well, I'm not Zuckerberg. You're not Zuckerberg. You're not Elon Musk either. So the bottom line is you got to go with the role. I don't want to dress up like a real estate agent. That's cool. You can still dress nice, but not look like a slob, right? Shit happens, right? And you're going, well, it's okay. I lock up all kinds of deals like that. Well, cool. More power to you, right? Until the deals don't get locked up. But the transition's happening. People are looking at the market is moving and shifting. People are looking for leads and deals, and there's a lot of them right now. It's the first quarter of 2025, and guess what? Deals are freaking everywhere. Commercial properties. Freaking land is everywhere, right? Fixer-uppers, NODs, NOTs, probates, vacant properties, empty nesters, you name it, it's there. So hopefully this helps you out, at least get you started. If you're brand new, if you're seasoned, that's cool. You just got an extra couple of things to add to your, your arsenal, right? Get somebody off the street. Hey, you need some help? Cool, no problem. If you're looking, you want to make some calls, or you want to search for deals for us or whatever, that's cool. Bring a deal to the table. We'll underwrite it, get you an offer within 24 to 72 hours. But we do need things, whether if it's like a sub 2 deal, seller finance. Yeah, we need to look at stuff. We may even need to go to the property, and walk it. And we need to understand the story. If it's just cash, no, we're not doing too many sight unseen, right? Unless it makes sense. Even then, we've done it before. I've done it before. You write it up as a contract, sight unseen, thinking, oh yeah, the property's good to go. And we go there and it's like burnt down and there's all kinds of holes in the ceiling and shit. We're going, lucky we got a clause to get out of it, right? Not putting down any freaking money or EMD for any of that shit until we know what's going on with the property. Also not into doing the cattle calls, right? So if you got a deal, send it over. We'll work it with you. We'll construct it sometimes even before you get the deal. Get with me, get with us. We've done that before. Or you got a deal that's coming up and it's close, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days before you got to close, and it's just not happening. Tap us in. You're still going to get paid. Well, maybe not as much, but we got to figure out the numbers. And we'll get you paid. We'll take over the deal, and you're the superhero because that seller is happy now. And we'll take on the problem and the issue of getting the deal done. Some people call it JVing, if you would, or whatever, but we're not really going on the same contract and working together unless you become a mentee and you come aboard and work with us, right? Then it's reciprocal. Then we're here to invest in you, and you're here, and you're here to invest in us, and vice versa. We work together to go kick some ass. And that is the essence of AMP Live, the American Mentee Program, the only program of its kind. We train and mentor you and others across the United States of America. It's a beautiful, lovely thing. But when I got my mentor, of course, I struggled and struggled and struggled and struggled. I built my shit, and then I talked to sellers, and I'd write up the contracts, and I'd get contracts, and then I finally found some people, mentors, that were willing to say, yeah, hey, not even I'll work with you. I had to ask. I had to take them to lunch. I had to pick their brain. And then not even realizing that I needed a mentor, started working with me because I brought tremendous value to them, right? I had my system set up, had my website set up, had my national 800 local number. I'm getting contracts and selling them contracts to make money. So they allowed me to go roll with them. That's the essence of AMP Live as well. Here in Southern California, once you get to that point, we will roll with you to the property so you can see it live. If you're in Missouri or Florida or Midwest or Texas or Montana, it doesn't matter. We got this beautiful, lovely stuff. And yes, myself and our team, we're going to be with you. We're going to be negotiating your first deal with you because I want you to hear it. I want you to feel that muscle memory so you can repeat it. It's not for everybody, trust me, right? It's not for the faint at heart, but it can be. It's just how you frame it. It's easy peasy stuff. You got to have it in your mindset, and we're here to help you and motivate you every single freaking day because that's what we do. But let's go ahead and move to the next phase here. We got the link there as promised. So click that link. Definitely download the program. It'll help you. It's going to help you. It's just an extra, even if you're already doing data, right? Because the other pieces that are free, this is all free shit, right? So if you're going to do paid, then you got to get PropStream, or you get one of the other websites out there that sell data. Then you got to skip trace it. Once you skip trace that data, but you got to pick the data. If you're going after NODs, there's a little science to it, right? You're going after probate, same thing. Because certain places don't have certain data that you got to work and clean, and then clean the list and scrub it and then upload it to your CRM. Or if you don't have a CRM, then go old school and start calling off that damn list. You need a list, I'll work with you, I'll share it over, I'll help you with that, point you in the right direction, and that's cool. If you need leads, definitely reach out. Maybe we'll give you some leads in your own area, as long as you're willing to show up to the party, because 90% of this is showing up, right? It's like Cardone says, right? And it's true. Momentum happens. Just like that I think he was down here in Irvine. He had 3 days to set the shit up. He goes, I'm going to do it. Let's go. Boom. Set it up, made it happen, and it's all about taking the action and showing up. We showed up and met some lovely, awesome people there. There were some millionaires and billionaires that were hanging out there as well. That was pretty crazy. Didn't even know. So, be careful because you never know who the hell you're talking to, right? So, it's pretty trippy. Some good people. I think it was the Dorothy House or whatever. They got some good stuff they got going on there, and some good people. Definitely reach out. Anyways, let's get back to this. So it was about having a mentor. Super powerful. I'm going to go ahead and share this with you as well. That's going to come up on February 8th. I believe it's next Wednesday. Real Estate Domination. It's a limited time webinar for the Amp Live Real Estate Show. It's going to be everything about creative real estate investing. Okay. So if you want the link for that, definitely just put it in the chat or reach out or DM of some sort. And here's my commitment to you. and others out there, whether you know who I am or not, doesn't matter to a degree. Go watch the videos. There's tons of videos on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, all that good stuff, right? You'll see that, hey, you're either going to like me or not. It doesn't matter as long as it helps you, right? Take some of that stuff. Take it into the field. Like some of the stuff I'm sharing with you today, you can take into the field right now and get leads, right? And talk to sellers. And if you get stuck talking to sellers, then go to the free Facebook group. I believe it's right there. You can scan that QR code on top. It's a free Facebook group. There's a free X group as well. Go for it. Take advantage of it. Now, the art of the deal, that is my jam, right? The art of the deal, creative real estate investing, the AMP-Live method. That's what I believe in. It's high trust selling with direct selling or straight line selling put together. We got the AMP-Live method, or yes, no pun intended, the art of the deal with what's going on. So AMP-Live strategies for 2025. Take advantage of that, right? Lock in a spot for your one-on-one mentoring program right there. Scan that QR code. That's my commitment, is to help you with these, because there's exit strategies, super important. So when you get the lead, then you're going to want to break down the deal. Once you get it to the submission part, the mission is the submission, right? I don't know if I got that up here. Let me see. There might be, maybe on the next one, there might be a link of some sort. I can share it with you. And you get that all filled out, get the submission, and then you take it to underwriting. You got to underwrite it. And if it looks like a good deal, you go back, set an appointment. You either work the deal on the phone if it's in a different state a few times, because it may take more than one time. If you can knock it out on one call, awesome. If not, and it's local, then I'm going to share with you on how to walk the house, the art of walking the house, showing up, what you need to bring, what type of package and numbers you need to bring to the table, how to walk the house, how to befriend the seller. At the same token, sit at the kitchen table and work and rock a deal with it. I'll be with you. We'll be with you, right? Rocking a deal together. That's the whole goal, is to get a contract. But there's a certain flow to it that I'm not going to get into, because that's beyond the scope of this training today. Today's training is just, hey, how do we find leads? How do I find them for free? And what are the paid ones, right? So paid is getting that data once again, right? But you want to have that exit strategy. Is it a wholesale deal? Is it a sub-2 deal? Is it a sub-2 with seller financing and a wrap? Is it a lease option? Is it a rent-to-own? Would this be great for an assisted living property? Maybe an autism house, or maybe co-living, or maybe sober living if you have what's the word I'm looking for, right? The gonads to go with that, right? Because there could be a lot of issues, unless you have a passion for it, right? You want to help. So that always works better, because you could frame it like, I'm helping these people. It's okay. There's problems, issues. And I'm not saying there's one more issues than the other, but it's just whatever flavor works for you, right? That's how it works. Okay. So let's go. Here we go. And yes, when you come aboard, there's marketing. And if you even want to come in, even if you want to come and door knock in Southern California, I challenge you to show up to the party. Okay. We'll go on a Saturday, maybe a Sunday too, but most likely a Saturday. We'll get together. We'll hook you up with some flyers right here. Some We Buy House flyers, easy peasy, boom. Pass that out. If you get somebody at the door and you don't know how to work a deal, no problem. We'll work it. You just got to text us. Boom. We'll be live in the area with you, and lock up some pre-foreclosures, because that's what we'll be going after. So as you see, a lot of these, it's nice, sexy marketing, right? It's not all clunky and junky. Go over here. Introduce you to our sponsor. That's VIPeXecs Realty and Lending, Step into Excellence, right? If you're looking for a property, maybe it's your key to home ownership, or you're looking for deals, or you're looking for properties as an investor, or maybe you're looking for your own forever home or an extra vacation property, whatever it may be, give us a holler. Or maybe you're wanting to say, look, I'm tired of my home, tired of where I'm at as a real estate agent. I want to get the best of both worlds, the private sector and public sector. And how do I come aboard, right? I'll introduce you. You just got to reach out and I'll plug you in, okay? And this is the for off market. Register now, 30-day challenge to a deal challenge. Scan that QR code. So it doesn't matter whether it's a short sale, fixer upper, fix and flip, NODs, notice of default, NOT, notice of trustee sale, Liz pendants, whether it's Texas, Florida, Midwest, Southern California. Yeah, I know there's Northern California, but we're specializing, so we're going to put all our efforts and money into SoCal. If you got something in Northern California, I'd be more than happy to work with you on it to get it unloaded or sell it off to somebody. But that's where we're at. Okay, so go ahead and scan that QR code. I believe it's the Sub-2 Master. Where else we got that? You can actually go to a group. There's a group called the Sub-2 Master. I believe there's a QR code. I'm going to put it up here, and I'm going to put my mug up here too. I'll go back to the top, see what we got. No cash, no credit, real estate investing. That's what it was when I got started, right? That's a lot longer than wholesale, right? And even got to add to that, right? No cash, no credit, learn creative real estate investing, buy your first property, your second property, your third property for $10 to $100, right? Too damn long. Not as sexy as wholesale and free. All right, so I'm going to put this up here real quick. So you can even scan that QR code. If you don't see the code in the chat, you can scan that QR code, get instant access to my free Surfing for Deals training, get instant access right now. This will cost you a dime. After the first quarter, we're going to charge for it, and you have to pay for it, but it's easy peasy. I gave you some of the training right now and how that works, but it goes more in depth in regards to what exactly to do. What do you do when you get a seller? When you get it, what happens when they respond back? Template number 2, copy and paste, boom, and turning that lead into an appointment, into an offer, and into a deal. That's the flow. All right, rock and roll. But I truly believe in this here. That's how I got started. No cash, no credit. Learn creative real estate investing. That's how I started buying properties. Okay. One more for you. Exclusive mentorship. That's right, with myself, Eric. Creative real estate strategies. Well, it's more than strategies. Trust me. It's a way of life. It's a core that I work with you on, one-on-one. Nobody does what we do anywhere in the United States of America or even the world, probably, because nobody wants to, right? But we do. That's my cause and mission. It's our cause and mission, is to give back to our fellow Americans throughout the United States of America. I do have one more thing for you. Yep. Look at this young guy right here. Lock in your spot for the American Mentee program. Boom, young man right there. And there's others. There's other testimonials. If you want to link with testimonials of others that have been through the program, and you'll get your 2 cents. You can watch them. They're video testimonials. Just go ahead and ask, and we'll get them out there for you. And this is cool right here. All right, no drama. This is my this is my credo, right? No drama, no BS, just deals, right? So that's the whole goal here. Nobody likes drama, and this is something just for January, or I should say, just for the first quarter. It was for January, February, and March. That's it, right? Easy peasy stuff. And I said it in January. Wasn't going to do it for February and March, but we are willing to do that, right? Because I know what's out there. I know what's happening in the market. I know that there's people just want to get started. They're like, man, I jumped on this program and it didn't work out. I spent $3,000, $10,000, $50,000, and I'm still spinning my wheels, right? So some proof in the pudding here. We'll get together, work together, one-on-one. Let's take care of the hard costs, and then that'll be your, if you decide you want to move forward, it'll be your gateway or segue into the one-on-one mentoring program. And that changes every year, right? So even take advantage of that, because I believe there's one that's running at 2 p.m. It's a Black Friday special, 47% off the one-on-one and 58% off of the Founders program for the Amp Live mentoring program. And then we got this one right here. This is bringing it back. It's right here. It's easy peasy. Scan that QR code. Hey, when opportunity arises, you jump on it, right? What do we got over here? Let's see, I got 2. Oh, okay, that's a screenshot there. Cool. All righty. And this will probably be never, ever offered again. Actually, it'll move to coaching. You get the videos, PDFs, and stuff here. We're willing to work with you one-on-one, rocking and rolling with you. You get a taste of what it's like to have the one-on-one mentoring program and having someone in your corner working with you. Because I know when I got started, it was freaking lonely, right? Lonely as shit. And I'm going, oh, my God. Anybody want to help me? Can you help me? Can you help me? Can you help me? Contractors, investors, brokers, agents all thought I was kookaluku or crazy. I said, man, what are you doing, man? Just go sell a house. Go list that son of a bitch, right? Go work the buyers. You got to work buyers first, right? You can't become a listing agent and not work buyers, or you can't go straight to investing without going this route. I said, well, no, I'm an unorthodox person. I got what I got, and I have what I have in my mind. I said, that's what I'm going for. And it's called the road less traveled. Lonely, right? You got to chop your way through and make your own road. And but that's already been done for you. So all you got to do is follow with us, right? Because we've already been chopping roads. We're going to work with you exclusively. Scan that QR code. Take advantage of it before it's freaking gone, because I guarantee you it's never going to be available again. I can promise you that, because I'm not going to want to do it. Most likely. Depends. I don't know, right? We'll see how it goes. As far as, wanting to do that, right? It's about the quality of person, the quality of showing up, or the person where they're at. And, where it's not something we just buy a widget, like buy a car or buy something and then go, hey, you either do it or you don't do it, right? And put it on the shelf. I'll do it later, or maybe I'll do it. No, we're going to rock and roll. You're going to see results. I guarantee it. If you do these certain things, you're going to learn how to work this business. It's going to be awesome and beautiful and fun, along with others that are doing it throughout the United States of America, right? So let's rock and let's do this together. That's my challenge to you. Scan that QR code. I'm going to go ahead back to the top. I'm going to wrap this all up. I believe there's a QR code right there. You can scan at the corner top up there, I believe. Let me see if I can pull it up with this here. All right there, this one. Here we go. And then we'll pull up the mug. So you can scan that right there, QR code. I believe that's a Sub2 Master Group. I believe it's a free Facebook group. There's a couple of them there. But the bottom line is just scan this QR code, jump aboard, let's rock. Once everything's taken care of, onboarding starts in about 24 to 72 hours, unless there's a specific date that we're starting everybody at. If it's the one-on-one, then boom. Yep, 24 to 72 hours. We still use human beings to get everybody set up and plugged in, and then we start rocking and rolling, okay? I'm not going to get into the whole onboarding process, but it'll be easy for you. So it's not like other things you've probably experienced, right? So I can promise you that. All right, so rock and roll without further ado. Made in America. Get out there and help change other people's lives. Put a smile on your face, because it's harder to smile than it is to frown. That's like a fact. It takes more muscles to frickin' frown than it is to smile, right? So break out the smile and cheer up your fellow Americans throughout the United States of America. There's a lot of opportunities. There's in the horizon, and even right now, I'm getting geared up for the future. So without further ado, take care. Let's talk. Let's chat. Go out there and hunt those deals. If you get stuck, open door policy. We're here for you, okay? Talk to you soon. All right. Let's see. Let's get something in the chat, and then I'll check. See what we got. Okay, if not, I'm going to wrap it up with my rock and roll. There you go. All right. So we got up here. I'm going to take that out there. That was Zillow. Oh, I didn't even finish it up. Okay, so. Well, there's a way to do it on Zillow. I didn't get into that. Maybe we'll get into it on the next training, because we're already a little bit over here. But I'll just kind of tell you how that would work. You don't want to do view auction details. If you do, you can't take you to the website, which is auction.com. If it doesn't, and usually if it's not an auction, you're going to do a deal with this another house that's on let's say maybe this one is it off market maybe? Nope. A bunch of these pre-foreclosures that we have up. They're popping up, as you can see right there. Boom, everywhere. I'm trying to find an off-market one. Nope. All right, so, okay. Maybe we'll just do this. Let me see where we're at. Yeah, that one property up. Okay. But if it is for sale by owner, there'll be a section there. It'll say for sale by owner. You take your template. Hey, are you still selling your property? Usually you don't have a name. Put the name. Hi, so-and-so, Jim Bob, whatever. Are you still selling your property, Eric? And then they're going to respond. It's going to be an email. It's okay. You can put in the other stuff and information if you want, and put that whole chunky email in there. So this way it qualifies them. They're not thinking, oh, there's somebody who wants to buy my house because they want to live here and it's the neighborhood and blah, 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 blah. They're going to know that you're an investor. And if they respond back, then you get yourself what? A hot lead. You don't have to bull or BS them pretending that you're, someone who's interested in buying a house to live in. Unless that's your job, unless not your job, unless those are your intentions to do, that's fine too. Let them know, right? Full disclosure. So people are cool about that, right? And 99% of people are technically honest, or I should say 97%. It's 3% that you got to watch out for. All right. And we'll work with you on that. I'm going to go ahead and close this up because my voice is taking a dump here. So how do I stop the screen share? Okay, I'm going to stop it right there. Let's go back here. All right. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Good to go. All right. So have an awesome, wonderful weekend. If you get any deals, please send them down the wire. We're looking for properties in Southern California. Cash, terms, does not matter, as well as multifamily. So we're looking for multifamily, whether it's 4 units to 40 units and above. Had a chit chat with someone who's rocking and rolling in his business. He suggests 75 and above. So, hey, that's cool too. I guess we'll take a look at it, right? If it's there. But I know from 4 to 40, we're interested. in the Midwest, Missouri, Ohio, Texas Triangle, but mostly Dallas, Fort Worth, and San Antonio for sure. Austin, I know, is a tricky market, but if it's out there or if it's in that triangle, definitely send it down the wire. Southern California, all 4 counties, San Bernardino County, Orange County, Riverside County, Los Angeles County, only the good areas, right? Don't want to dip too far into East LA and stuff like that. So it could be Burbank, Glendale, Hollywood, North Hollywood, stuff like that. We're good with Diamond Bar. It could even be, La Puente and places like that. Rancho Cucamonga, if you understand where that's, if you ever lived in California, right? Send them down the wire. We'll underwrite them, get you an offer within 24 to 72 hours if it's your contract. Or if you're just thinking about, or you're watching this, you go, man, I got some property I want to unload and get paid, then let's do it, okay? As well as friendship deals, because we are raising capital to take down these fixers and flippers and buy and hold properties throughout the United States of America. I'll get into that on another one, maybe a Sunday Rants and Raves, or maybe Mindset Money Monday. We'll get into friendship deals and how they work. Okay, so that's it. My voice is thrashed. No, it's not thrashed. Just a little, you got to drink some water is what I need, I think, right? Instead of all this coffee. But without further ado, once again, for the 5th or 100th time, have an awesome one. Be careful out there. Go out there and help your fellow Americans. It's a wonderful, wonderful feeling when you do. And without further ado, I said it again. I can't stop. I don't know what it is, right? But it means I just got to get the hell off here and get to work because I got stuff to do. So rock and roll. Take care. Made in America.